All right, welcome back to another episode of NBA Shorts. I have Jackson Law with me again. He is the host of Toast Time and the Tandemonium Sports Show. We're going to be talking about the Milwaukee Bucks in this episode. Jackson, after losing to Miami last year and entering the season this year, are the Bucks a little bit overhyped in your opinion?
They are. And I mean, I still hear on ESPN, TNT, everywhere that you listen to basketball on the national level, they're still talking about the Bucks. They're still talking about Milwaukee. They're still talking about Giannis, about being in the MVP. The Bucks are the team out east. That just needs to stop and slow down. They have only beaten one team that is over 500 right now. And I watched their most recent game against the New Orleans Pelicans, and there was nothing special. They ended up losing that game. They gave up too many threes. Chris Middleton blew a horrendous layup. It is one of the worst blown layups I've ever seen in my lifetime of watching basketball. And anytime they go up against what we would think are the better teams in the league, so the Jazz, who lead the league right now, they have the best record. The Nets, the Lakers, the Heat, who have fallen off, but the Knicks are technically a playoff team right now, which is weird to say. The Celtics, they're not beating the good teams. They're beating up on the terrible teams, and they're losing sometimes to not so great teams, but then to the teams that are in the playoffs right now, they're losing to all of them. And yeah, Giannis is still playing good, but it's the same team. And I don't understand how people think that even with the addition of Jrue Holiday, how this team is going to make it to the finals, especially when the Nets have gotten better.
Yeah, that's the angle I wanted to go with, because when I look at this Bucks team, I look at a team that they don't quite have the depth they did a year ago. And not only that, I don't think Jrue Holiday has shown that, yes, he's not playing poorly, but how much better is he than Bledsoe? And I said this in the post when I wrote it. Bledsoe, I think I played him yesterday. I just don't see how much of an upgrade Holiday really is. And now they lost all their draft ammo, so they can't really upgrade the team anymore. And they blew the Bogdanovich trade, and Middleton is still a problem as a number 2 scorer. So I don't see how this team really makes a deep run.
They don't. They'll be bounced in the second round again, maybe even the first round, depending on what their matchup is. They are they're third right now out east, and obviously things could change, but Boston's right there behind them, and Indiana's right there behind them too. So if they don't pick it up, they could fall, and then they could get a really tough matchup in the first round of the playoffs. And if that's the case, then they're probably a first round bounce. And I don't want to hear Giannis about MVP anymore until he at least makes it to an Eastern Conference Finals and actually makes it a good Eastern Conference Finals. He can't make it there and they get swept or they lose 4-1. He's got to show up. Even though it's a regular season award, he doesn't deserve it anymore, just from the fact that now they're not even a good regular season team anymore. That used to be what they were. They're not even that anymore.
Your guy Bobby Portis is like the 4th most important player in their team right now.
Hey, good for him. Good for him.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of NBA Shorts. Are the Bucks a little bit overhyped? Both of us agree. They are not worth the squeeze. That's going to do it for this episode. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to follow myself, Trey Daubert, and Jackson Law on Twitter. That's going to do it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.